Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bruins will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes with the return. So Penn State's offense will have the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So,
he's got some space. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The lone back's got it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play action fake. He's got him still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
He'll go to the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive, put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So UCLA's offense has the ball for the first time. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was the completion you had to have. If you're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down was big.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Using his legs, it's Adams. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down.
There he goes. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Right? We trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When we got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Fires on the move. This time he's got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. And this one is perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not much there. Picks up a couple through the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just grand physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Right on target this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Right on the money. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. He'll keep it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having... dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Gives it on the option. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. On the ground. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone, and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's
turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Bruins want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted on the 25-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buying some time. On the run, fires downfield. picked off. Oh, the quick spin move. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Nittany Lions line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to...
Breaks into the open. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Adams. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Might be calling a hot route. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Touchdown, UCLA! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Caught in the backfield, it's O'Connell.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Ready to fire from the pistol. To the air on second down. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Chop. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking for his man. Connection to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The snap sets up the throw. Got it in the middle, it's O'Connell. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6. Defense is running out of answers. Now on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little... Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And how about the day this freshman quarterback has had running the offense? And the QB has more than had his weight as lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Breeze, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling.
Oh, he's got some space. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's covered. There he goes. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw again. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Rushes on him. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He just got back to the line of scrimmage. They tried to run it out of the gun and found no room at all. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Bruins will punt this one. Oh, he can't get it out of there. It's blocked. And after the big special teams play, they'll take over close to midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to leave, man. This feels like this one's over.
Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games.